Welcome back to Character Select, and happy federal holiday or observed holiday in pretty much most of the world, it looks like. Today is the 25th of December, and I'm doing a vlog for the first time in about 6 months. And I apologize for the delay. It's been mostly a case of didn't really want to do one, didn't have much to talk about. But, I mean, there's always stuff to talk about. I could always think of something, but I didn't have the wherewithal to do it. Mostly because I've been, the solo stuff I've been recording, I've been talking to the camera directly there, and it kind of feels like an extension of a vlog, but whatever. So, we're here at the end of 2017, and it's been a kind of a crazy year, I suppose. There we go. We've done a lot of things here, and first of all, and most importantly, we have quite a few new subscribers to the channel. So right now, as of today, we are at 676 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing, and hope you enjoy what we put together. If you've been here longer, if you've been here since the beginning, thank you sincerely, from the bottom of my shriveled black heart, for joining us on this crazy adventure that we're doing. It's been kind of a crazy year. We've done some new things this year. It seems like we've been doing 3 videos a day forever now. But are you jumping down? Sorry, there's a cat on my desk. The cat's no longer on my desk. It seems like we've been doing 3 videos a day for quite a long time now, but honestly, that only started in like April or May of this year, I think. Something like that. But it's been, we've been going kind of balls to the wall with recording and sharing the games that we enjoy. We've also done some new things. Solo Saturdays has become a thing, with solo series on Saturdays and Sundays. It was originally just supposed to be Saturdays, but so many people were interested in it that I extended it to Sundays as well. So we've been having a lot of fun with that. At this point, as of today, you've seen that one of the very first things for Solo Saturday, which was Knights of the Old Republic 2, has actually ended. Saban went kind of whole ham on that thing, and I told him it was going to take a long time, and he was still down to clown, and it took 9 months. 9 months to finish that game, and he did it. I'm impressed. We've got Kylan did Rogue forever and is working on The Evil Within. We've got Space setting up Hearthstone and sharing his love of that game. We've got me playing a couple of games on Solo Saturdays, XCOM 2, which I'm actually about to go record after this, and a few other games. Malhavoc started Prey. He's trying to get back to that. I swear to God he is. And there's also the Hat in Time, which Some Kind of Wizard started playing and has been really enjoying. So there's it's been interesting working that experiment, because it lets us do a whole bunch more games and explore them and share them with you guys, but also have fun, not necessarily constrained to a schedule or anything like that. Sometimes a game just doesn't work as a series because it's going to take too long, and it's like you still want to play it, so you go for Solo Saturday. What else? We've done some other new stuff this year. This year was the first year that a series was created without me, which is kind of a weird feeling, because on the one hand I'm like, well, I'm the host, I'm supposed to be at all of them, aren't I? And on the other hand I'm like, my friends want to do these games, why wouldn't I let them do it? So we did Tyler and Third did Persona 4 for about 6 episodes, and then Tyler Third and DCL did Persona 5 for about 13 episodes. Unfortunately, they couldn't really keep going with that. The last episode, a lot of the comments said, you guys should keep going with this, we're really into it, and it's great, but unfortunately their schedules are mostly incompatible. Third is a night owl, Tyler has a day job, DCL is kind of a crazy person sometimes, so they can't really get back to recording it. Fun fact, those 13 episodes, which took about a month and a half to actually go up, took 5.5 months to actually record. So, unfortunately, as much as they'd like to get back to that, they most likely won't be able to. They still want to. They're trying to, but unfortunately, it's not looking good. Oh, we added a whole bunch of new people officially to the channel. Misha had been on before, but we added Misha to the channel. Some Kind of Wizard wanted to join back at the beginning of the year, and it wasn't until Max Payne that I realized that was a game that I suddenly wanted to play for some reason, so asked Scout to join me on that. Gardeford had been on before, playing Overwatch and a couple other games, and decided that might as well make it official and let's play Pit People. We're trying to get to some other games to get Gardeford back in the rotation, by the way. And DCL, who I don't want to say begged because it sounds bad, but DCL insisted very strongly when I said that I was going to do Metal Gear as a series that I add him to the Metal Gear series. So we added DCL officially, and then Persona 5 happened, so that was good. But I'm really excited to have them on because it gives me more options for people to record with, as well as more games to play, because there's always games that I want to play and not necessarily people want to play them with me. So it gets kind of complicated in that case. But there's one other thing I wanted to mention was on one of the last vlogs there was a suggestion of games to play, which I'm actually going to bring up now, like I should have before I did this. Good job, Dave. Good job. All right, so things that people have suggested that we play. Pillars of Eternity, which unfortunately we likely won't because that is a very long single-player game. It might end up on a solo Saturday. I'm not going to say that it's not going to be on the channel at all, but it might not be an official series. Official series are the episodes that have more than one person involved and go from Monday to Friday and get in a regular rotation, so it's 5 episodes every 2 weeks. Unofficial series / solo Saturdays are not considered part of those. What else have we done? People suggested Hollow Knight. I actually do want to do Hollow Knight. I've played it a little bit. I've played about 15 to 20 minutes of it, and it looks really impressive. But it's just not been able to get that into the rotation or find somebody to play it with yet. Unepic would be fun to watch a lot. Fun to watch a lot of people do, or just you if you want to run the story mode, platformer / dungeon crawler kinda, which sounds kind of like Spelunky. I haven't looked at Unepic too much, but I might be interested in that. Reciteer, I refuse, because Capitalism Ho is not my favorite game in the world, but somebody else might do it. So again, I'm never going to say no to a game outright. With like one exception, but that's a really obscure exception and nobody's ever going to get it. But I'm never going to say outright no to a game. I'm just going to say not one that I'm going to play. Let me take a sip of that coffee here. It's 12 o'clock and I'm drinking coffee. It's not even Irish coffee. A couple other things that I wanted to mention is that I've been doing a lot more Twitch streaming. Just kind of playing games that not necessarily going to get to any other time. Like, been playing Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which was on the channel, and then I dropped it because nobody seemed interested in it, but I stream that on occasion. The Surge. I started streaming Breath of Fire 3 the other day. The Twitch channel is basically, I want to play this game, I'm going to try it out. And let's see what I think. So, as always, it's twitch.tv /PaladinPhoenix. So you can take a look there. It's interesting to see what people will show up to watch. Because it's one of the first... It's a method for immediate feedback. Normally when we record stuff, it's months in advance. Or at least weeks in advance. For example, Metroid Prime 2, we just finished recording that yesterday. Yesterday was... Okay, for you guys, we just finished recording that a week ago. But the episode that just went up today... And Metroid Prime 2 is going to be about 30 to 31 episodes. But the episode that just went up today is episode 14, so we basically have a month and a half before that actually ends, even though we're done already. So we record weeks in advance. So Twitch lets me get the instant feedback of, is this a good game? Do you guys enjoy this? Maybe I should actually record this for the channel. But sometimes there's just games that I know aren't going to work on the channel, like Breath of Fire 3 is an insanely long game. Like, ridiculously long. It's never going to be on the channel because I don't have that kind of time. But I want to play it, so I'll stream it. Why not? But yeah, so just wanted to point out the Twitch stream again, because that's what I do. Advertising. I'm terrible at advertising. One other thing I wanted to mention was all the comments on the videos. Comments, views, likes, etc. There are some series that are not as popular as others. There are some series that get pretty stale towards the end. But basically, if you look at a series from like a views perspective, series always starts up here, and then by the end of it, it kind of shifts down to get to here. So you might get we might get like 150 views on the first episode of a series and like 30 on the last episode, depending on how long it goes. For the most part, we like to finish what we start. There's certain games that Baldur's Gate 2. There's certain games that we don't finish for whatever reason. Dark Souls 2 is the most famous example that I can think of because we stopped playing that because it was the best possible point to end it. We ended that one on a high note. But things like Baldur's Gate 2, the game is just too goddamn buggy for us to actually play. There's no fun to be had there. But when we start a series, we try to finish it however long that takes. So I recognize that not everybody likes everything that we do. Not everybody likes every game. There's certain games that are really, really old. There are certain games that are kind of niche. But not everybody likes what we do, so that's fine. But we're still going to finish it, because there's people that do like what we do, and we want to make sure that we finish what we start. So sometimes it takes a long time, and that's kind of obvious, but for the most part, I mean, you guys seem to like what we do. The views on different series stay pretty consistent. Not the views, the likes. So we're reaching out to at least a couple of you guys. I'm not sure where I'm going with this, other than saying that we finish things that we start. I think that's kind of it. I wandered off into a place where I don't know where I wandered off to. Things that we're looking forward to on the horizon for the new year. The new year. I just hit my microphone. The new year. Sexy, smoldering. Are you back? Seriously, cat. Come here. Do you want to hop up on my desk again? Do you want to hop up? Do you want to be on the internet too? Things that we want to do for the new year. More cats. Oh, she's mad. Here, hop up on my desk. There we go. So things that we want to do for the new year. We're going to move on to Metal Gear Solid at some point in 2018. Please don't hit my keyboard. We're going to move on to Metal Gear Solid at some point in 2018. It's going to be kind of more straightforward and kind of more, kind of less walkthrough than Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2, because I'm more familiar with those games and we'll be able to figure out what we're doing. Other things that we're looking forward to on the horizon, the System Shock remake, as well as System Shock 2 with me and Hedra. Hopefully we're going to get a chance to do those. Hopefully we'll do System Shock remake before we do System Shock 2, if only because I really want to see that game. Third and I are probably going to try to finish Primal at some point. We've already started recording Final Fantasy X-2, though, so we're going to try and finish that before we start Primal back up and finish that. Just because Primal is a game that takes so long. It takes so long, guys. But yes, Final Fantasy X-2. Third and Phenoxo keep threatening me that they're going to do Final Fantasy VII. Seriously, make up your mind. Third and Phenoxo keep threatening me that they're going to do Final Fantasy VII, so we'll see what comes of that. I think the Final Fantasy VII remake comes out next year, in 2018, so we might do that instead, because fuck those guys. Scow and I are probably going to start looking into Max Payne 2, as well as some other games that Scow's interested in. I want to kind of keep those on the DL just because I like to surprise you guys sometimes. Kanathis and I are going to look into some other games that we're going to be playing before we get back to Metroid Prime 3. We might go Metroid Prime 4 when it comes out, but that might be 2019. I don't know when that's actually out. But we've got a lot of games on the way, a lot of things that we want to play. But yeah, I mean, probably my biggest blank spot right now in terms of what's coming next is what's going to replace Knights of the Old Republic 2. Because that has been consistently on the channel for 9 months, and I don't know what's going in that spot. Saban has said that he might do some other games, but he hasn't really committed to anything yet. So I might throw in some filler, might play some Dark Forces or something like that. We'll see. Yeah, other than that, I mean, I guess that's kind of all I really wanted to say. You know, thank you guys so much for being part of this channel and being so positive in your support. Thank you for watching the crap that we put out. It's not crap. I really enjoy the games that we play, and I hope that comes through in what we actually do, what we actually put up, is that sometimes there's points where we get really frustrated with a game, but we really do enjoy the game. So, and we want to share that with you. We want to share that enjoyment. We want to share that sense of fun. We want to look at games that might be overlooked in the long run by larger gaming channels, but we also want to just play the games that we love. The first question I always ask when somebody says, hey, we should do this game for the channel is it fun? Do you enjoy it? No, it's terrible. I don't want to do it. I don't want a game that I'm going to be sitting there and just being like, oh, all the time. I want a game that I can enjoy playing and help you guys to see why we enjoy it. So that's the prerequisite for everything that we do here. Is it fun? Will we have fun? Will we help other people to have fun? I suppose one other thing that's worth mentioning is if you enjoy the channel, share it. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Tumblr, whatever you got to do. I'm not necessarily worried about growing large. That was a weird sentence. I'm not necessarily worried about the channel getting big and taking off or anything like that. So if you haven't heard of Social Blade, Social Blade is a website that tells you what a website's performance is for the last 2 years or something like that, or since the channel was created. According to Social Blade, we will hit 1,000 subscribers in 2019, and that's fine, whatever. I'm here to have fun and put out something that people enjoy, and you guys seem to enjoy it. So, but if you want to help us out, help us grow faster so that we can invest more time in this. It's never going to become a job. We're not going to get that big. There's too much. The internet is inundated with Let's Play videos at the moment, and we're not necessarily that great, but especially where I can't advertise. But if you want to help us grow, then like, share, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Just I don't like to ask people to do that because it feels like, hey, it feels like shilling. It feels like I'm asking, did you really like this? Well, maybe you should tell a friend. You should. But I don't want to be the guy that's insisting that you do that. But yeah, if you really want to help us out, then, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And we'll see where this trip takes us. We're going to do it one way or the other. But we're going to have fun doing it. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Happy New Year. Hope it's a nerdy one. I know I'll be doing Nerd New Year on the 1st, the 31st, whatever. But we'll see you guys in 2018. Bye-bye.